Yeah, all over you.
Alright, is there a reason y'all keep hitting that button?
Yeah, I need somebody to come in here. This girl's got something all over her and she's scratching herself to death, bleeding.
Wait, I need to ask, where are you bleeding from?
She's itching herself to death. She's got something all over.
God, that's gross.
Did you just put out like laundry or blankets or anything?
It's babies. Body ice. Oh, everybody's hungry. Get her out of here.
Mr. Scotty told me that I will be leaving my meditation retreat and going into Pod 3C, and I'm disappointed. I love it here.
When I told Robert he had to go back to general population, he literally had a look of fear in his eyes. And then you could see maybe in his mind him coming up with an idea of why he couldn't go back to general population.
I need someone to help me bad.
Can I get 7?
Hey, get that microphone out of here. Hey!
Get out of here.
Keep your head down.
Bring your arm down.
I was laying in my rack reading a book, and all of a sudden the door slams open and like 6 CERT team guys come in. The element of surprise definitely does work. It's definitely different being on the other side, seeing what it feels like to be the guy laying on the ground, knowing that if I move, I get shot with pepper balls.
Gentlemen, do I have any injuries? No. We're gonna tap you on your back. Come up slowly, move towards the door, stop. Start here.
Step this way. You sit right there facing that wall.
We're going over to the D section where we've caught wind that there's a cell phone in cell 1. We've received information that they're actually taking the light apart and hiding the cell phone inside the light.
Oh, here you go, Kurt.
What did you find here? Found a shank that was up in the light.
Wow. We found a shank. It's even got the wrist loop so you don't lose it.
They put it around their hands so they can't drop it during a fight.
That's scary. We're gonna take every single light down and check it. We'll make sure we do it right.
The new girl in the pod, she's scratching her body all over the place. She has a huge rash everywhere, side, back, legs. It's so severe. I thought they would at least take her out and put her in isolation, until they knew, but they didn't even do that. So I'm wiping down all surface areas that I touch. I'm noticing where the girl is going with the issue that she's having. I'm trying to stay away from those areas because her rash looks really severe.
They just pull her out to check her?
Yeah.
What they say?
Allergic reaction or something.
Are they gonna give her anything?
They gave her some hydroxychloroquine cream. So she's going to be charged $15
Well,
for that
I
cream.
couldn't give her, I said that
I
already.
gave her some.
Oh my God, I hate this place.
I was genuinely worried about my safety. I kept looking over my shoulder every time somebody walked behind me, although that didn't work when Ricky hit me. So I was worried that if he's just going to randomly attack me, he could kill me. One problem that I had as an inmate is I didn't have access to a common shower and even being able to just basically use the restroom. I was having the problem of inmates saying, go down to 5, go down to 1. I was almost wanting to trade commissary, just take a basic shower.
Maybe we can implement a program where we go in and we establish a day room bathroom.
That would make sense.
Is it pretty fair to say that after this experience, you'd never put yourself in a position in life to go back?
Your facility definitely deterred me from ever wanting to go to jail.
Appreciate your participation.
Absolutely, thank you.
That there would be a piece of paper folded up inside of this bag. Obviously, there's some protein powder, but there's also granules that are different colors. Possibility there may be a different substance as well in there. Could be meth or cocaine.
When we came back in, my stuff was gone through a whole lot more than the guy on the bottom bunks. Everything that could possibly hold anything, they went through every part of it.
I don't understand if they took pictures down, but they left all that.
Guys in all the rooms, everywhere, have stuff hung on the wall and have drawn on the walls and all this other stuff, and then they chose to take a picture of my wife and my son down. I couldn't understand why they would do that.
They broke my radio.
It sucks.
They don't give a about none of that. People got pictures of their family. They just throw it on the floor like it ain't. They're dicks.
I was pissed. When you come in my space and you disrespect me, you cross the line. And I don't like that.
Why the they take them away?
Being able to look at the picture of my wife and my son every night, I mean, I kiss my wife and son every night before I go to bed. Helps me stay grounded and helps my emotional state not lose focus on why I'm here. It felt like they had taken something for no reason. I went over, hit the button and asked for the CO.
How do I get my picture of my wife and my son back?
Most of the guys started helping me look for the pictures, started going through stuff, trying to find them. They had put them underneath my mat and an envelope inside of another envelope. I was definitely upset, but it was somewhat of a bonding moment. These guys have family at home that they miss, and they understand what it means to be able to look at reminders of your family. It definitely made me feel like, you know, these guys actually do care about me. I guess it's the us against them mentality.
We tested the suspicious powder that we found in Zach's bunk. Turns out that the powder substance wasn't a drug, so Zach's in the clear on this one.